comes back to its original position, definitely a force must be there which to bring it back to its original position. Therefore, we can find out what is the moment due to that. Okay? Therefore, I will write moment due to small box plus weight of the ship. Weight of the ship. As I said, weight of the small box is small w. Weight of the ship is w1. This is going to act along this direction, and the perpendicular distance is this into g1. Let me call this okay. So when I got tilted, this is the moment. Regaining its original position, this is the moment. Both must be equal. Therefore, let me equate. I will rub this off. Therefore, I will write Wx is equal to W plus W1 into G1. Let me call this as equation number 1. Let us go to triangle. In triangle MGG1, you can see MGG1. If you are not able to see that, I am drawing it separately for you. This is M, this is G1, this is G, this angle is theta. For this, I am going to find out tan theta. If I take tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, opposite side is G1, adjacent side is MG. MG, I'm sorry, okay? MG. This is the perpendicular I have drawn, okay? Fine. Therefore, from this, G1 is equal to mg tan theta. I will substitute this value of G1 here. Therefore, the equation 1 becomes, if this is 2, substituting 2 in 1. Wx is equal to W plus W1 into mg tan theta. What are we interested? We are interested only in mg. Therefore, our Gm is equal to Wx upon W plus W1 into tan theta will give you the metacentric height of the ship. This will give you the metacentric height of the ship. Okay, small w is the weight of the box, x is the displacement of that box, and theta is the angle subtended between the normal and the axis where you have the displaced center of buoyancy and center of gravity. So this is about experimental determination of metacentric height of a ship. Okay? If this is clear to you, we move on to the next topic for discussion, which will be equation of continuity. Let me rub this off. We move on to the next topic for discussion, which is equation of continuity of flow. Equation of continuity of flow. understand what is equation of continuity of flow. We are considering an ideal incompressible fluid in streamline motion along a pipe of varying cross section. I repeat, we consider an ideal incompressible fluid in streamline motion through a pipe of varying cross section. Since the sides of the tubes are everywhere, no fluid can flow through the sides, but it can flow in only one direction. What does the equation of continuity tell us? Equation of continuity tells us, this is the principle. Mass of fluid, please listen to me, mass of fluid entering any cross section of a tube or any cross section of the pipe in a given interval of time. I repeat, mass of fluid entering any cross section of the pipe in a given interval of time is equal to mass leaving any other cross section in the same interval of time. This we call it as principle of continuity of flow. For those who have not listened to me properly, I am writing here the mass of the fluid entering any cross section of the pipe in a given interval of time is equal to the mass leaving any other cross section in the same interval of time. This is the principle of continuity of flow fluid. This is the principle of continuity of flow of the fluid. We will try to go to the diagram and see what the diagram tells us. In the diagram you can see I have marked 2 points A and B. A and B are two transverse sections of the tube. When I say transverse sections, these transverse sections are perpendicular to the flow of the liquid. Therefore, I call it as transverse sections. A and B are two transverse sections of the tube where area of cross sections are A1 and A2 and the velocities of the fluid at A and B are V1 and V2 respectively as shown in the figure. I repeat once again, A and B are two transverse sections of the tube, having areas of cross sections A1 and A2. The velocity of the liquid entering A is V1 and that leaving B is V2. We want to find out what is the mass of the fluid entering A and the mass of the fluid leaving B. To calculate mass, I know density is mass by volume. Is that okay to you? From this, I can write mass is equal to density into volume. If I take the density of the liquid as rho, therefore mass of the fluid entering, okay? At A. I will write it as rho, area of cross section is A1, velocity is V1, and in a time of t seconds, let us say. Please listen. Rho A1 V1 into T. Rho is for density, A1 is area, velocity per second is V, area, velocity per second is length, area into length is volume, rho into this will give you mass, and this happens in a time t. Exactly in a similar way, mass of the fluid leaving B can be written as rho A2 V2 according to principle of continuity. Mass of the fluid entering any cross section of the tube is equal to mass of the liquid leaving any other cross section in the same interval of time. As I said, liquid is incompressible. When the liquid is incompressible, I will reduce this as A1V1 is equal to A2V2, or in other words, I will write AV is equal to a constant. So this equation A1V1 is equal to A2V2, we precisely call it as the equation of continuity of flow of a liquid. Equation of continuity of flow of a liquid. Now what do we understand from this? What are the inferences we can make from this equation? You can see area and velocity are inversely related. Then the first point I would like to tell you here is the velocity of the fluid. The velocity of the fluid entering any cross section of the pipe is inversely proportional to its area of cross section. I repeat, the velocity of the fluid entering the pipe at any cross section is inversely proportional to its area of cross section. Point number 2, a particle of the fluid entering A with a velocity V1 must be accelerated in the forward direction to acquire greater velocity V2 at B. I repeat the second point. A particle of the fluid entering A with a velocity V1 must be accelerated in the forward direction to acquire a greater velocity V2 at B. These are the two inferences I make from this equation. Two more questions that can be asked here is, what is the principle of continuity? I have written here. I have given you, arrived at the equation of continuity. What are the inferences from the equation of continuity? I am repeating it. Please make a note in your notebook. From the principle of continuity, we have point number 1. Velocity of the fluid entering any cross section of the pipe is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the pipe. Number 2, velocity of a particle of the fluid entering any cross section or a particle of fluid entering A with a velocity V1 is accelerated in the forward direction to acquire greater velocity V2 at P. These are the two inferences we make out from the equation of continuity. Okay? If that is okay to you, I will move ahead to discuss what are the energies possessed by a liquid which is flowing and and what is this total energy. Therefore, our next topic for discussion will be total energy of the liquid. Hope this is clear to you. If this is not clear to you, quickly I will go through. In the diagram, I have drawn a pipe of varying cross section. A and B are two transverse sections whose area of cross sections are A1 and A2. Velocity of the liquid entering A is V1 and that leaving B is V2. According to principle of continuity, mass of the fluid entering any cross section of pipe in a given interval of time is equal to mass leaving any other cross section in the same interval of time. Therefore, first I calculate what is the mass of the liquid entering A. To calculate mass, density is equal to mass by volume. Mass is density into volume. Therefore, I have written it as rho A1 V1 T. This velocity per second. Velocity per second means T becomes equal to 1. Therefore, distance. So, area into length will be volume. This is density. This total is volume into T. This is for time T. Similarly, mass of the fluid leaving B is this much. According to principle of continuity, we know mass of the fluid entering any cross section at a time, any cross section at a given interval of time, T is equal to mass leaving any other cross section in the same interval of time. Equate. To end up with this, AB is equal to a constant. This is the equation of continuity. Inferences to be made. Number 1, velocity of the fluid at any cross section is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the pipe. Point number 2, particle of the fluid entering A at a given velocity will be accelerated in the forward direction to acquire greater velocity V2 at T. I will rub this off to move ahead with the next topic for discussion, which will be total energy of the liquid. Total energy of a liquid. Total energy of any liquid flowing at any point is of three kinds. Please listen to me carefully. Total energy of a liquid flowing at any point is of three kinds. 1, A is pressure energy. Pressure energy. Then B, potential energy. Potential energy. And C is kinetic energy. The sum of this three energies, we call it as